Hello, good morning, and welcome to Gilcomson Sunday School. I hope you're all well and enjoying yourselves, and I hope you haven't got too wet as well over all the weekend. We've been looking at a series this time in a book of big questions, the big book of questions, and we've covered who am I, who is God, the world God made, and last week we thought about what is sin. Karen looked at the story of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. So remember that God had created the world, then he created Adam, and then he made Eve out of Adam, and then all the animals and everything. The Garden of Eden was perfect. It had everything they needed, and there was only one rule, and that was, don't eat of the tree of life. And everything was going well, and they had a really good relationship with God, who they walked and talked with during the evening, and everything was fine. And then a snake appeared, and the snake tempted Eve into eating the fruit, and she did. And then she gave some to Adam, and Adam ate as well, and with that came knowledge, and they realized that they were naked, and they hid themselves from God. So when God came looking for them, they could no longer be seen by him, and he told them to leave the Garden of Eden because they had sinned. They had eaten the fruit and broken the one rule that they were supposed to have kept. So, with leaving the Garden of Eden, that led to pain and suffering and death. Our world today. Sin entered the world, and that's the result. Sin separates us from God. We think, want, and do what displeases God. We can no longer walk with him or talk with him because sin cuts us off. We want to please ourselves and become very selfish. Look around the world at what God has given to us and see all the pain and suffering and how we've destroyed that world with plastic in the oceans and with forests being burned down and with illness and suffering like we have today. Isaiah 59 verse 2 said, "But your iniquities have separated you from God. Your sins have hidden his face from you, so that he will not hear." Our question today is, why is sin such a big deal?